Creating content on LinkedIn completely changed my life in just 60 days. And in this video, I will give you the raw, unfiltered gist. Now, I know you have seen those videos, the ones that promise overnight transformation and completely leaves out the hard part of the gist. So, pinky promise, let me be clear. I'm not going to tell you that it was magic. I'm also not going to tell you it was easy, but I'm going to tell you the full, honest, slightly crazy story of exactly what happened, because the lesson inside this story could change the trajectory of your business or career faster than almost anything else that I could decide to teach in today's video. So stay with me. As a founder of an agency, I know that every business owner carries the same quiet anxiety. It does not matter what industry that you are in. It does not matter whether you are a consultant, a coach, a freelancer, or a service professional. Underneath every business decision that you make, every late night, every moment of self-doubt, there is one question running on auto repeat on your mind. And the question is, where is the next client coming from? Some people dress up this question as, how do I attract high-paying clients? But it is still the same question, because the whole point of building a business is making money. And if your business is not making you money consistently, reliably, and sustainably, what you have is not a business. It is a very expensive hobby. And finding steady clientele was my challenge too, until LinkedIn solved the problem for me in 2022. And here is how that happened. Quick backstory: I joined LinkedIn in 2017, not because I had a strategy or because I understood the platform. I joined because everyone said it was where you go to find a job, and I had just finished my first degree. So I signed up, filled in a few details, and then completely disappeared. I ghosted LinkedIn before LinkedIn could ghost me, simply because it felt like a platform where people were just too serious for my liking. And I am a very informal, casual person, so I left the platform. Fast forward to 2020, during the pandemic, I started my ghostwriting business, building from scratch and figuring out as I went on. And in 2022, a friend of mine, the kind of friend who tells you what you need to hear rather than what you want to hear, she looked at me and said, "Why are you not on LinkedIn?" I could not answer the question why exactly I was still not on the platform. And fortunately for me, she had a job readiness training where they were going to teach LinkedIn optimization. So I joined as a volunteer for the program, and then I joined the class. After the training, I opened my LinkedIn app again after a very long time, and in just 60 days. So my first client on LinkedIn came when a company in the United States posted a vacancy for an entertainment beat writer. I applied, then they responded. I had a chat with the CEO, as you can see on the screen, and they commissioned me for 2 articles. $550 for the first article, $300 for the second article. $850 for work that took me at most 8 hours. And mind you, I was coming from a job where I was paid 55,000 naira every month. I sat with that for a long moment after the payments came through. And then I did the maths. I did it slowly and deliberately. And what I calculated in that moment was not just the money I'd just been paid. It was the 5 years I'd spent with a LinkedIn account sitting completely idle. 5 years of opportunity that I passed through that platform without ever finding me, because I was not there to be found. That was the moment I knew I had struck gold. Not because of the $850, because for some of you, $850 might not be a big deal, but because of what the $850 represented. It was a proof that LinkedIn works when you work it. I went full time into building my presence on the platform from that day. And that single decision is directly responsible for the pipeline of inquiries I now receive on LinkedIn consistently, month after month, as you can see on the screen. Here is what I need you to understand in this video, and I mean this regardless of what business you are in, what service you offer, or what country you are operating from in the world. LinkedIn is a ready-made business development tool sitting on your phone right now. There are over 1 billion people on LinkedIn. Founders, executives, decision makers, hiring managers, recruiters, and investors. Clients with big budgets and problems they need somebody to solve. Your ideal client is on LinkedIn right now and they are searching, scrolling, looking for exactly what you offer. The problem is not that they do not exist. The problem is they cannot find you and you do not yet know how to find them. That is what I want to fix for you today, and I want to do it right now for free. Two things. If you do these two things genuinely, consistently, the game will shift for you. Let me show you the two things that I did on LinkedIn. Number one, positioning. Before LinkedIn can work for you, you have to show up as someone that is worth paying attention to. You need to position yourself as a valuable person. That starts with your LinkedIn profile. And this is not just about filling your LinkedIn profile. It is about optimizing your LinkedIn profile and doing it deliberately, strategically, so that the moment somebody lands on your page, in 30 seconds, they know exactly who you are, exactly who you serve, and exactly why you are the right person for the problem they are trying to solve. Your headline needs to communicate your value, not your job title. Your about section needs to speak directly to your ideal client's reality, the problem they are currently facing, before he says a single word about you. Your featured section needs to give visitors an immediate next step into your world. For example, now they are paying attention to you. What is the next step they should be taking? That should be in your featured section. Now, positioning is not about looking impressive. It is about being unmistakably clear, because clarity is what converts a profile visitor into an inquiry, and inquiries are what converts strangers into clients. A poorly positioned profile on a powerful platform like LinkedIn is like when you have a shop on the busiest street in the world, say in Las Vegas, with no sign, no window display, the lights are also turned off. The traffic is there, you are just invisible to the traffic. Number two, you need to build a magnetic presence. Let me explain this with the way magnets work, because the physics of magnetism and the mechanics of LinkedIn presence are almost identical. A magnet does not chase metals. It does not run after what it wants to attract. It simply exists with the right properties, the right energy, and the right field. And what is meant to connect with it is drawn towards it naturally. That is the model I call the attract model. It is the exact opposite of how most professionals approach LinkedIn. Most people on LinkedIn using the apply mode, they're sending connection requests, sliding into DMs and making cold pitches, chasing opportunities. The result is very exhausting and oftentimes ineffective. Magnetic presence, on the other hand, flips the model. Now, you build something so consistently valuable, so authentically you, so genuinely useful to the right people, that the right people start noticing you and they come to you by themselves. And there are two things that create a magnetic field on LinkedIn. The first one, knowledge, experience, and proof. Share what you know, share what you have done, share results, yours and that of your clients. Every piece of content that demonstrates your expertise is a signal to the right person that you understand their problem at the level they need you to understand it. And that signal attracts people, it compounds, and it works around the clock without you chasing a single person. The second thing that magnets people on LinkedIn is your personality. This is the one most professionals keep. They share the knowledge, but they hide the human behind the knowledge. And here is the truth. On a platform full of professionals sharing expertise, personality is often the differentiator. People do not just hire the most qualified. They hire the person they feel they know. They hire the person whose voice they recognize. They hire the person who made them feel something in a scroll full of things that made them feel absolutely nothing. So, I want you to show up as a professional, but also show up as a person too. Because positioning will get you found, magnetic presence makes people stay and ultimately reach out to you. Now, if you want to build both of these things with a clear, structured roadmap, rather than guessing your way through, I built the LinkedIn Starter Bundle specially for this purpose. Inside the LinkedIn Starter Bundle, you get step-by-step training videos on profile optimization. It walks you through how to position yourself as an authority from your headline to your featured section. There are also PDF content guides so you know what to post and how to say it. Over 130 content ideas, 3 to 5 months of magnetic presence already mapped out for you. There's also a professional ATS compliance resume template and conversation starters that open relationships without sounding like every other generic pitch in someone else's inbox. Everything that took me the first 5 years of ghosting and later 5 years of activity on LinkedIn, packaged into one place so you can move faster than I did. All you need to do is send me a message on WhatsApp to get in. The link is in the description below. If you're not on WhatsApp, shoot me a mail. The link is also in the description below. 60 days changed my business. Not because LinkedIn is magic, but because I finally showed up correctly on a platform that had been waiting for me the whole time. Your LinkedIn has been waiting for you too. I want you to drop me a comment below. How long have you had a LinkedIn account that you have not been using to its full potential? For me, it was 5 years. I want to know how many years yours has been. I read every comment and I respond. And if this video was valuable for you, I'd like you to hit the subscribe button because this channel exists to make sure that you never leave opportunity on the table again. I'll see you in the next video.